Click the button. Click the button. Push the button. Push the button.
This is Björn Lundberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Expanding Threefold Talk, your weekly dose of IEL fun as we dive into reading The Expanse. We're here perfectly on time, as we always like to be, not dusty time, as we are actually. But we're glad you're here with us.
Being accused of dusty time.
We are being accused of dusty time. Well, there's nowhere else you can get dusty time these days, so we're just trying to give you that little moment in your life that is
I
currently
feel like
missing, so.
Every single live Wheel of Time show is operating on some form of dusty time.
Yeah, accurate.
Feels
Very accurate.
appropriate.
It's everyone.
Yes.
It's not just us. It's not just the Dusty Wheel. They just got famous for it. So
Yeah.
Well,
We're all doing it. They're just the ones that people picked.
We're famous for reading 2 chapters of Leviathan Wakes. Which ones?
We are. This week we are reading chapters 37 and 38. Sorry, Leigh-A, I totally cut you off there. I do apologize.
oh, I was just saying Butt Rock. We're famous for Butt Rock.
Oh, we are famous for Butt Rock.
I was trying to let Rob complete his.
We're famous for butts.
I have zero control tonight. I have no idea.
It's okay. Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Rob. I am Malkier Talks. I am the second Wetlander. I'm a first-time watcher and a first-time reader. And I love my wild theories. So get strapped in if this is your first time here. But really, you should go back to the prologue if it's your first time here. Above me is the wonderful
Melindhra. Hello, I'm Melindhra. I'm a show watcher and a first-time reader. And I never have any bad theories. They're always perfect. I know everything, and I predict everything. First time.
Completely correct.
And Leigh-A is currently itching her nose. She's got allergies today. Allergies. I'm going to go diagonal that way to Amis. That way.
Diagonal alley. Hi, I'm Amis. I am a second-time reader. My first read through after reading it the first time of the Expanse books, and a multiple watcher of the series. So here I am to celebrate with all of you and hear Rob and Mel's crazy theories. And right up there is, may I introduce the Expanse spurt, Leigh-A.
Hi, I am Roof Mistress, i.e. the Expanse Spurt Leigh-A. I've read the books multiple times. I've seen the show multiple times. I pretend to know all the things, and I just basically make a lot of faces because we're still so early on that most of the time I just want to like verbal vomit all the things, and I'm just like,
You want to
can't say that.
zombie vomit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. There's a little bit of that. Like, but you know what? I hold it in, I make faces, and make charts.
It is a change of pace here because we're normally a full spoilers show is how we've rocked for the coming up on 5 years that we've been doing the show. We're in our 5th year, folks. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey where Mel knows a couple things but tries not to remember the TV show. I know nothing and make up random shit, and the other ladies obviously know pretty much everything and can't say it until we get to that point where they go, aha, or oh dude, you got it right. So it's a weird situation for all of us.
It's weird.
It's good.
We just do this.
Yeah, hide behind fans.
I have to hide behind the fan.
I'm used to channeling her inner Fagil over there.
And Leigh-A channels her innkeeper sips because she drinks a lot. That we describe what people are doing, by the way, folks, because we are also a podcast you can listen to for free. Just go to patreon.com/MalkierTalks, and you can either listen within the Patreon app for free, because some people like to listen rather than watch. They can't watch a YouTube video. We understand that. Or you can link your Spotify and listen via Spotify. So, we are that too. But before we get into the Expanse, I hear a wonderful couple knocking at the door. Fabulous voices of Michael and Kate.
Who's there?
And there's
who's there?
I was honestly, like, somebody's missing.
Everyone was like, "Wait, did Rob get guests and didn't tell us?"
That's so cool. Who is it?
No, it's Michael and Kate.
It's like, is it Uno and Aggie?
That would be so cool.
That would be super
They just
cool.
showed up.
Yeah, the random 3:00 in the morning for the two of them. So, Michael and Kate are going to come and share their wonderful voices with us, because it is time for the news, or as we like to call it around here, the Daily Veil. And I've just pushed the music and not the video because I'm really slick today. So
we're totally on top of it. Consummate professionals.
They were knocking at your downstairs door, and the cat was in the way.
One second.
The stairs.
Cat, get out the way. Let them in. Oh wait, here they are.
Spear brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
For the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All right.
Sorry, can we put that comment back up from Luz Jr., I think it was? That tickled me during the intro there. And it's like, oh Rob, don't imprison Taylor and Bjorn in your hall closet. Can I just say my hall closet must be enormous, because neither of those gentlemen are small. Taylor works out and is extremely buff, and Bjorn's like 6'13", because he is just enormously tall and built, like me, quite a wide set man as well. So yeah, the two of them in my hall closet. That closet is bigger than most city-sized apartments. But yeah, great comment there.
So, Rob, why would they ask about Taylor and Bjorn, or comments about them? There's no reason.
Why would those people be on
actually, that's a great segue. Yeah. So earlier this week, Three Wheeling released an interview with Taylor. And if you're here and you don't know who Taylor Napier is, because perhaps you're here just for the Expanse content, Taylor Napier plays Maxim, who's a warder in the Wheel of Time, which is how we all bonded and became friends, because we're all Wheel of Time fans. Amazon and Sony, please bring back Wheel of Time, idiots. Say what? But we couldn't interview him at WhatCon because I'm not going this year. We have a tradition of interviewing a special guest on a Sunday after closing ceremonies, and we couldn't do that. So I arranged to chat with Taylor prior, and that came out earlier this week. And honestly, I'm sure you've seen interviews with Taylor, like sit and chat, speak and stuff, and it's really cool. But I've been lucky enough to meet Taylor a few times and chat to him on multiple occasions. Even I was surprised by just how insightful and really just thoughtful he was with his answers and some of the things he was talking about. So it's really worth a watch or a listen, depending on what, because it's a podcast and you can watch the video on YouTube. So I really, really enjoyed that. You should go check that out. And then Bjorn is obviously mentioned because Bjorn will be our special guest at MalkieriCon this year. He is coming to the 5th MalkieriCon, and he will be joining us on the 5th of September. In our IEL themed year in Prague. So
he's definitely taking the 5th.
I couldn't make it anymore. And in fact, I got a previs for the con artwork a few days ago, and it's hilarious. What Memo took my idea and ran with is absolutely hilarious, and I cannot wait for you all to see it.
That's amazing.
It's in development stages right now, folks. So it's literally just the wildest of sketches. While Memo was like, "How's this for a proof of concept?" I'm like, "That is brilliant." So It's honestly going to be so funny, which I hope to reveal, by the end of the month. I think, obviously, because things take time.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's
You know what would be
why...
really cool, Rob? Rob, can you take large cardboard cutouts of Mel and I to MalkieriCon? just like the ones that Bjorn has, but it'll be of us too, and he can pose with us. And we'll pretend like we were. You can all stand around us. We'll pretend like we're there.
I'm sure we can work something out, some cardboard cutouts, and then we'll just have everybody take photos with you. That's a thing.
Right, that's why, of course.
And you must, go over and take photos.
The sweat tent?
Enemies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll got the sweat tent. Yeah, it's a sweat tent. Go take photos with them, please. Yes.
I did. When JordanCon, when Rob couldn't go, I took his mini chibi and I had everybody take pictures with Rob, and then made him a compilation of everybody taking pictures.
Cute.
It's a beautiful video. It made me cry.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, while I'm talking about Memo and the artwork for...
Well, actually, so you were talking about your interview, and... wait, I can't click on this screen. I have to click on the other screen.
The soundbite is funny here. This is...
All right.
Although, you have to unmute it. Oh, you haven't shared volume, have you? Well, you do Instagram.
Wait, I've got volume.
No, but Instagram is a different setting. So, do you want me to do it?
I hear nothing.
Yeah, we can't hear this.
Oh no!
So, 1 second. 1 second. I can do this.
Wait,
one moment, please.
Oh man, I don't think I can rewind.
No, you can't rewind. 1 second. I can sort it out.
Rob is, technical genius over here.
You know what, Rob? I'll let you pull up the clip, and I'll just move on to. Oops, and then I stopped.
Sorry, because you took it down. I pushed the wrong. There we go. Right. So let's.
You do it. You do
doing all sorts of things.
Why is? Oh, I know why. Because I need to do this.
We're such professionals.
That looks good. Really good, guys.
Yeah, it's so good, right? It's
professionals.
Really.
Man,
really
why is it?
Awesome.
Why is it? There we go. That's better. Right now, this should.
For the Charlies, you're not missing anything.
The entire back of the van.
Can you hear that?
And
now?
She's sitting. she's man spreading. She's sitting like just. She's taking up the entire thing. Sunglasses on. It's December. It's very late. It's December 14th or something. And just sitting there like this, and I'm have to get into the front, which you don't normally do in a van. If there's not space, that makes any sense. And I just remember looking at her and be like, this is going to be the wildest ride of my professional career, being in all of these scenes with you. And I don't know how it's going to, at that point I was like, I don't know how it's going to work out. I really enjoy you, but you might be a lot at 5 a.m. in the morning on it.
So that's the snippet from the interview. That's I'll let you guess who he's talking about meeting for the first time there.
I think I have a guess.
I'm gonna guess Kate.
Oh, I was gonna say Rosamund Pike, obviously. Can you imagine? I can also imagine Rosamund Pike just classically man spreading and getting all comfortable in her space.
I mean,
I think you'll just have to listen to the interview.
You just have to listen to the interview. There is a conversation about an almond croissant that is priceless. It's so funny. I'd heard vague tellings of this story, but the full story is even so much better than I could have thought it was. And there's just some of his answers just so good. He's really just wonderful to talk to and listen to. So it's really good. Please go.
And the stash. Can we just talk about the stash?
The stash is very established these days. Yes.
So Dr. Livingston got rid of the stash, and now Taylor has taken the stash on board. So.
He heard about us.
Equal opportunity stash fan club.
Yeah. That's right. It does.
Oh, pistachio croissant. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Light Blind, for just correcting me in chat. Pistachio story.
Pistachio croissant.
Keeping you honest in the chat over there.
So
yes.
our resident artist got very concerned that he missed a memo announcement. So, Spuds, I can tell you,
Not yet.
you did not. Because
You're right on time.
Rob is now going to tell you what's going on because I have no fucking idea.
So announced today, the second creative retreat known as the Scribble Coven is happening this year, October 24th to 31st. So if you're not sure what this is, the Scribble Coven is what Memo calls her online Discord server for artists. I've been in there and just hanging out ever since it was created, but we're all called Scribblers. That's kind of the thing. And Memo last April, so just a few months ago, we got together for the first one, and it came together because everyone joked about doing a retreat, and I was like, yeah, I'll come cook for it and blah, blah. And everyone was so into it that it actually Memo made it a thing, and everyone had such a great time that now it's a twice yearly thing that happens. So season 2, as it's being named, is happening this October. A registration for it went live today. So you can go and join us. It's the mountains of northern Italy, okay, in Valeria? I can't remember exactly. I'm terrible for that, but it's you can get there by Nice and things like this. It's very, very cute. It's a wonderful collection. It's such a cute little village. It's like a collection of tiny apartments that are all connected by a communal kitchen, and it's like you have to walk outside to walk back in. It's that type of place, and it's absolutely stunning. It's a stone villa. There's a swimming pool. There's like 7 bedrooms. It's insane, this place. It's just absolutely incredible in the mountains, and it's honestly, I cannot describe how beautiful it is there. The pictures just cannot do it justice. And yeah,
so
you can go
the same village that you guys were in last time, or
yes, we're in the same place. We'll be going back there. I think this will be the permanent location. And nice. There's extra things happening this year. So Memo does art classes. You can just hang out and just chill. Food is covered for you. So I get up and cook breakfast for you every morning, and then I cook the evening meal. And lunches is kind of like just a graze, make yourself something to eat situation from what's there. And yeah, like I say, there's a swimming pool. There's multiple rooms, not just like rooms for you to sleep in, but rooms where you can hang out and be social in or not be social in. You can go for walks. You can go for hikes. Memo does art classes. This time there's going to be photography classes as well. There's an entire package going on, and we're prepping because just a 10-minute drive down the mountain is the Village of Painted Doorways, which is a reel I put together and shared. And we are prepping on this trip so that next April we will actually go and paint one of those doors. They only give 2 out per year.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
And, in 2027, the Scribble Coven will be in charge of spending the day painting one of the doors in the famous Village of Painted Doors.
That's
amazing.
Cool.
That's really
Very,
cool.
very cool. And if you're curious, like, what do people do at this retreat? Can I get a little look at it? I have a reel I can play now.
Do you?
Do you want me to try to see if it works?
Try it. You don't really need to hear sound on this because it's like a sped up thing, but you get an idea of the space. Oh, sound, yes. So this is like upstairs, patio. That's me in the left there, swimming pool. Downstairs, outside area, the mountain, the kitchen.
Laura, I saw Laura there.
Wow. It was all outside.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
There's a foosball table. Yes, someone's noticed that. So yeah, there is a foosball. There's a select group of us that play foosball against each other, and let me just be honest, I lose a lot, but I still play. So there's about, I think, 16 people in total can go to this. Obviously, there's myself, Memo, and her new assistant who's going this time to make sure everything's covered. But there's a good sort of 12, 13 other people. Yeah, there's a babysitter if people want to bring their kid. We had 2 kids there last time, 3 kids, 2 babies and 1 young child. Luna comes and helps look after the children. That's can be covered in costs type thing. So yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful week. and it's just a stunning location. So applications for that, if you want to get a room, are up today. They do go fairly quick. There was a waiting list after the April event, so just fair warning. And you meet some of the best people. Honestly, I met a woman who just runs basically the largest Egyptian museum outside of Cairo.
Wow.
That's her job.
Wow.
Her job is to run the Egyptology department in the largest Egyptian museum outside of Cairo. And I was like, oh my God.
Sounds wonderful.
Low-key obsessed with you right now because I'm just going to pick your brain about Egypt stuff. So, yeah.
Seriously. Hopefully she comes back right before The Mummy was released or after The Mummy's released. You can be like, tell me how much you hate it, but also you love it.
I mean, it's Brendan Fraser. You got to love it. So, yeah.
Right.
And like I say, I get up every morning and it's a great pool. But yeah, I get up every morning and cook breakfast, and there's communal meals in the evening. We've changed it up. In October, there's going to be a choice of 2 different things so that people have more flexibility with dinners. Yeah, it's just, I cannot describe how great it is. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I've waxed poetic enough about that now. There must be other news now. We're 20 minutes into the podcast. So,
right. Yeah, so just from our favorite soundscape person, Jordan Rannell, we've got 2 real quick pieces of news. So he has in his Discord opened up, it's going to be from 1 to 10 p.m. Eastern. He is going to be just live streaming random chapters from his various projects. So he doesn't work just on the Wheel of Time. Although I was messaging with him today because when I got home from work, I had work was good today, but I got home, it's 100 degrees outside, and I was just like, I just need to relax for a moment. And so, and I opened Discord and I saw that he was playing, and it happened to be a Treebeard outside of Isengard. And it was the Andy Serkis narration, so with the Jordan Rannell soundscape behind it, and it was just ironically super cathartic. And so we're just sitting there super hot.
When he was mad and angry and storming Isengard, and you were just like, peaceful.
This is exactly what I need. I love this.
You're like, these trees were my friends.
Yeah, and Jordan was in there. He's like, hey, is there anything you want to listen to? I was thinking about it. I'm just I have no idea. I'm so brain dead. Just choose something. And he put on the chapter where Rand is Rand and Tam have just gotten attacked on the farm. So they're bringing Rand is bringing the feverish Tam, trying to get him to Emmons Field and get him healed, and all the fever pitch conversations that Tam is having to himself. And I'm just oh my God, so we're messaging how emotional it was, and the soundscape behind it, and then this as I'm oh, I have to go and read my Expanse chapters because of course I procrastinate. He's oh well, I'm just put on the Drakkenmount, the prologue of Eye of the World. I'm you fucker.
He's currently playing the Eye of the World chapter 4.
Yes,
currently playing in there right now.
I think he basically just put up a random playlist of Eye of the World after I got off. So he's going to try to be there whenever he can to curate towards people. So right now he's only uploaded a certain amount of Eye of the World, certain chapters from Narnia, and I think certain chapters from the Lord of the Rings. So if you go in there, you can, and he's there, you can ask for, your favorite chapters. But that being said, it was just really cool to go in and having played in the background, and
that's awesome. I'm definitely gonna turn it off.
Yeah. Cool. And we will make sure to put a link to his Discord, and this is completely free. I mean, it's in Discord if you're in Discord, which I think almost most people, 99.9% of people who listen to this are going to be in Discord. So yeah, you can go listen to it and get an idea of what he's all about. So, but speaking of his Wheel of Time project, he put out this request today, and hopefully you can see it highlighted.
You can just say it.
Well, I'm just, but it's there visually. He is asking for Wheel of Time folks to send him audio clips of people yelling Trollocs. And this is in support of his soundscape for the Shadow Rising. So right now he's around the basically like the attack on Emmons Field and all those
spoilers, by the way, for Wheel of Time, Shadow Rising.
Anyway, if you'd like to be a frightened villager yelling Trolloc, please.
I feel like I should probably do this.
Make a recording and send it, and just drop it in the drive file, and and then Jordan will turn you into part of his soundscape.
Mel and I have a chat with him, and he's sent us some interesting requests.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we can see Light Blinded Fool has randomly popped into the listening lounge there right now.
There he is.
Nice.
Multitasking.
Yeah, so Light Blinded Fool.
Jordan is soundscaping our show.
Yeah. And then we've got one more piece of news. So, Mies, I'll turn this over to you, and I can just scroll through it with you.
Cool, thank you. So we talked a little bit last week about how we have a special guest, mostly Bree, coming, who is half of the writing duo for many, many books under the pseudonym Kit Roca. And so her and Donna write these amazing books. But on the personal side, they also have this great nonprofit called Romancing the Vote, and that is coming up. It's an auction that comes up in July, which we'll talk a lot more about next week. But to prepare for the auction, there's a call out for any authors, any artists, crafters, all sorts of people who are willing to create something and donate it to the auction. And that raises money to help people get to a voting station and voting rights, lobbying for voting rights, things like that. Some things that I've got over the years is this cute little bookmark. It's a heart. Aww. And then you bookmark the page with the heart. So I got one of those. And then I also got this book, which I still haven't read yet. And they're usually signed. So if you're a writer, please sign your books. So I got this cute little note, and I have to read this still. And then I got this book, which is very spicy, also signed by the author. And then I've got some other stuff too. I have earrings on by one of the artists, which you can't really see. But anyway, auction opens at the first.
That Bree made.
Nice. So if you are inclined to donate some of your work, they are looking for all donations. And I don't know if it had a due date for donations later on there at all, but
June 28th.
Oh, sorry. June 28th. So I think Mel's going to put a link in the chat if you want to donate. Oh, she did already. Look at her go. You're so good. So if you'd like to donate, fill out the Google form and donate some of your stuff so we can all bid on it. And then make sure you send it out in a really large box with lots of stuffing and just a tiny thing.
Yeah.
Because somebody else might have done that.
No.
Lots of recyclable stuffing, though, please.
Listen,
recyclable stuff.
There's precious cargo in these boxes. You just don't want them mangled.
And next week we'll have Bree on to answer any of your questions about Romancing the Vote, about any of her books, which, by the way, I brought show and tell of the books today too. So these are her beautiful books, which you can get in many places. And she has the fourth one of this series coming out next week, the 16th. So she'll talk more about all that next week. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat or send it to us in Discord or on any of your social medias that we're on, and we will ask her questions. So yeah, that's it.
Beautiful.
I know there's some artists out there that may want to donate. I'm not naming any names, but just saying.
Love it. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh,
I think I still have them. Hold on.
Ow,
oh my gosh. So
Naughty Sulin. Naughty Sulin.
I don't know if you guys know, but Memo also did chibis of this series, the first book, and they're so cute.
They're so
You didn't
cute.
know? They're so cute. They're like the cutest little chibis of the three main characters.
Yeah.
Of what is it called? Sorry, I always forget the duology name. Something of steel.
The first one is Consort of. Oh, wait, the second book is. Consort of Fire, and then Queen of Dreams is
Yeah. So the duology is Bound to Fire and Steel. That's the name of the group. Anyway, so these are the main little characters. They're so adorable. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so exciting to have her next week. Hope you guys tune in. No Expanse, taking a break from Expanse. So why don't we could just get into the Expanse unless we have any other news? Do we have news?
No, I think that's it.
No more news?
We should play the intro.
Oh wait, we do have news.
Oh my goodness, more news.
Wow.
Well, it's not news. It's more of a follow-up on a series that we're going to attempt to regularly do.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Sorry.
Yeah, shit. Sorry.
No,
We need a separate intro for you, like a running intro.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
It's just you panting. It would be good.
Oh, oh my god. No, we're not doing that.
Tell us, did you meet your goals?
How are
Do you have a name?
So, well, how many questions do you want to ask?
All of them.
So many.
Yes.
All of them.
Questions.
All at once. Everything. All
Okay,
at once.
so I'm trying to figure out if I can show this.
Did we get a vote?
Yeah, we did get a vote. Hold on. Let me just go back. Let me switch Discord
They're voting for
the
the wrong one.
on the thing.
Last week, you guys, we had talked about Leigh-A's new segment about helping her stay accountable and for her training for the Boston to qualify for the Boston Marathon. And we put some votes out in Discord on some names of the new segment, and that is what Leigh-A is showing any second now on the screen.
Okay, wait, it's coming up. Hold on. Well,
It's coming.
There it is.
so, well,
Is
so
it there?
this is my. I actually went to do a. So before we get to the name, so I put in.
Yeah. We have to talk about this book.
Yeah. So
Give us the name.
I mostly just like. I'm gonna try to make it quick.
This
because
is
the whole point of this is this segment is not to actually really take up too much time suck talking about like my goals and all that. So if you want to follow my journey, join us on Discord, and you can see it highlighted here, the IEL training arena. And it's been amazing because a whole bunch of other people have started posting more. Hi Rob, thank you for posting in IEL training arena.
Hello, Chad.
So, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like, you don't have to be attempting to go from couch to qualifying for the Boston Marathon, like I am, like a
But
nutso
you
person.
can.
You can,
You
but
can.
also you could just go for a walk, or do a couple steps. Or I know Serene's posted in the past about like trying to get out and riding her horses more. So anyway, so apologies for the quick scrolls all the way up.
As
because-
Bastion's, as the princess says in Neverending Story, Bastion, give me a name. That's what your segment is asking right now.
Yeah.
Please.
So it comes down to, so unfortunately there were 15 names. Unfortunately, the poll only supported 10 responses. So I went in and weeded out the ones that I was like, yeah. I did keep in all the placenta thingy bullshits.
I love
for
this.
the most
I
part.
love this.
Because fuck all of you.
Okay, so
and-
what are we highlighting here?
So the highlighted ones are the ones I voted for.
So but the
Oh,
winners are GE
Is
Train,
Gia Train, yeah.
Placenta Marathon, and the biggest winner is
Running with
very
running with
bottom.
Spear.
Well, so yeah, so we could either allow this poll to stand with Running with Spears, or we could put the top three into a poll and let
I
live
think
chat.
people have voted. It is a
voted.
clear winner.
Running with Spears.
It is a clear winner.
It is a clear winner.
Okay, so all right, so for this running with
I
Spears,
did correct that in Discord to running with shears though, because there are scissors there. So, running with shears or running with spears, you decide.
I mean, running with something that's very stabby.
It's also useful that Leigh-A is bisexual. That's also helpful. That part helps also.
That's true. So helpful.
So, but to what my intention with this is to post my goals on Friday morning. So essentially my goals are going to be Friday to Thursday evening. What I want to do is say what I didn't do well and what I did do well, or kind of some version of that. So we'll start with the next. We'll start, again, just to keep it short, and then I'll post all of the verbal vomit in that channel, and people who actually want to hear that can go to that channel and hear it. So what I didn't do well last week was I was really excited to actually start this part of the journey, so with some more public accountability, and posted my goals, which I thought were reasonable, but it's been a long time since I've done training, so and this is part of the problem. Also, B, it's been long. I've been unemployed, as most of you know, for almost a year, and I've got this new job. And I didn't account for the fact that I had a big meeting for the entire early half of this week that sucked up Friday, it sucked up Saturday, it sucked up Sunday, it sucked up every single day of the week except for today. And
Danny life.
Balancing all of that. So I didn't do my long run. And the long run was me being lazy. I just didn't do it. It was hot. I could have gone out there and ran in the heat, walk, but I just no, it's going to be miserable and I just don't want to, which is okay, but that doesn't get me towards my goal. But the rest of but which I need to remember, just putting feet on the pavement is the most important part. So
sometimes just going out the door, even and saying to yourself, I'm not feeling it, but I'm just gonna step outside.
Yes,
and then
exactly.
I'm just gonna go to the end of the block. And
I didn't do that. So anyways, so it was more the planning part of last week, accounting for what my work and emotional load would account for. So, but I will say there's two positive things. Because of this group, I actually this morning did go to a CrossFit class, which is that picture that I posted.
Because you knew you had to give an update.
I know, and I was just I need to at least be accountable. I don't have an excuse for today for not doing I was emotional. I was literally leaving the house before the earliest CrossFit class ended the previous 2 days, let alone getting home before or after the last class ended. So that just wasn't going to happen. Anyways, and then I rented a car and I dropped it off yesterday. So, and this is my real big positive. So felt like crap. I was exhausted. It was hot. And it was oh, this really sucks, but I'm just going to run home. And I was I'm not even going to worry about the time. I'm just going to it's hot. I'm going to do what I got to do. And I got home, press stopped. I used Strava. And when I looked at my times, I was oh shit. I thought I was going to be so slow, but it was that's actually keeping up pace with before I got sick training. So, yeah,
it's because you're a badass.
Good job, Leigh-A.
Well, so even though I got home and I wanted to puke, I still felt it felt good.
Yeah,
I
can still do it.
Terrible,
but your body can still do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Good job, Leigh-A.
Well, congrats, Leigh-A. I look forward to more placenta marathon stories from you.
Yes.
And running with spears.
What if we just make sure that your entire playlist that you listen to is Britney Spears, and like so much so that you start to hate it, so that you run faster so you can get through the playlist.
I actually
quickly.
I like Britney Spears, so that wouldn't be the problem.
No, but like it's only like it's the same songs, and so you just have to listen to the same songs.
I would still do it. I would still be like,
well, then I mean, like, fit the theme. Damn it, Britney Spears, running with Spears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we talk about this?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's time to talk about The Expanse. Thank you for sitting with us for 40 minutes while we talked about all our other things. Let's talk about chapters 37 and 38 of The Expanse. Take it away, Heather. All right, it is time to talk The Expanse. Thank you again, Heather, for that. It's a beautiful intro.
It's so beautiful.
Want to shout out to our wonderful friend Overseers for continuing to supply us with beautiful Tears for Spears. Is my favorite.
Oh, we got another one.
Britney Spears cover. That's great. A wonderful chapter summary for these chapters 37 and 38. So take it away, Over.
Hey ho, what you know? This is Threefold Talk, covering The Expanse by James S.A. Corey, Book 1, Leviathan Wakes. Summary of chapters 37 and 38. In our last episode, after nuking and leaving behind the Anubis, our intrepid crew asks, what would Naomi do? They set course to Tycho Station. Chapter 37, Holden. The Rocinante crew have a cheesy chat over dinner, followed by a debate over how Belters and Inners see themselves and each other. Regarding trust, Holden confesses to Miller he thinks Fred is the least wrong option. Later in Fred's office, Miller suggests that they find the Protean White Cloaks and kill them all. Chapter 38, Miller. Naomi sparks an idea. Miller contacts his old partner Havelock, who's now working for Protogen, and gets coordinates for the Protogen lab, Toth Station. Bargaining the coordinates for coordinated action and belatedly finding out who Fred Johnson really is, Miller later chokes up after Holden offers him a permanent berth on the Rossi.
Good summary.
Very good summary. And just before we completely move over to that, I have added 2 different spear emojis to my Discord server and renamed our IEL training channel in the server to Running with Spears.
Oh, no.
Yay! It's official.
It's official.
There we go.
It's official.
So, it's official.
We tear a brain.
There we go.
Pressure.
So, yeah. Thank you, Over, for that summary there. Where shall we kick it off?
That's a great question.
Holden spends a lot of time when he's being observant, observing himself. And Miller spends a lot of time observing other people and I observed the difference in the way they observed, because it was almost like Holden was trying to observe things like Miller observes things, but he can't. He couldn't do it. And I was laughing at his terrible observations and how he's pouting in his own head. Like, what's up with that? Why is he pouting?
He's a powder.
And nobody was even listening, and he's still pouting.
So true.
He's such a baby. Drive me crazy.
Well,
I really hope this guy like grows up like a lot. Like I feel like I'm like at Matt infected by the dagger level of annoyance with how Holden is like the same. It's just like, come on, can we move past this? I'm not quite, to be fair, I'm not quite.
I mean, that only lasted a couple books.
I'm not quite as Perrin mooning over Fail and not doing anything level of annoyed. So we're not quite there yet. But
well, yeah, and it's actually interesting that you put it that way, because some of the things that I annotated was Holden is reflecting on some of the conversations we had last week. So like, oh, hey, I just brought this safe to Tycho Station and I hope it doesn't kill everybody. And there was another one that we had talked about last week. It's somewhere in the notes.
yeah.
But yeah, he's had several, like at least two of those things that we specifically talked about last week. I was like, oh, now we get his perspective on it. It's not from Miller's perspective. So
I love that he thinks about it after the fact. So at least he thinks about it. That's good news.
Oh, but we didn't see those those events from his perspective. It's all from Miller's perspective. So the other one was him remembering his parents on Earth, and then imagining them blowing up and reflecting like, like Miller would basically say, I told you so, if he knew I was thinking this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the whining. It's like,
yeah.
It's your
Do you
fault.
think that'll, I mean, do you think, he's pretty down on himself right now. He's like envisioning, he's like, gosh, I hope Naomi likes me again. Like, it almost sounds like he's like, I wish we could have that friendship back even. Like, I want to feel like normal with her, even if we're not like together. And then he's also, like totally guilt-ridden about starting this war and, imagining his parents blowing up, which is terrible. Do you think that will change the way he approaches things in the future? Like, we weren't sure last week, right? Because we didn't see his perspective, but this week we did. Do you think as he gets more information in this book, like, we're going to go to this thing next week or 2 weeks from now to this, well, we think we are at least, to this science place. Do you think if he learns anything in this place that he will keep it to himself first? Or do you think he's still going to blast things out into the universe? Or do you think like he's getting a little changed?
I would hope that he would. Clearly he's being introspective about his decision-making capacity. I would hope that I have to hope that he has learned a modicum of forethought, potentially, like a little bit. Like, is Holden, if not for nothing, is Holden going to yell at me about this? Could be like one partial step forward in Holden's maturation as a person. I think it's possible. I'm gonna.
What do you think, Rob?
I'm holding hope for Holden.
Holden
hope. Could you? Sorry, there was a technical thing I was dealing with there very quickly. Could you?
That's what I said. Do you think after like he goes through this conversation last week with Miller, and then now he's like being really kind of depressing, thoughts in his head about starting this war because he leaked this information, and it's possible that the result could be that he kills his family and other people on Earth too, of course. But like he's really focused on like what he did. Do you feel like he's gonna change his ways a little bit? Like, they get more information next time or in the future. Is he going to keep his mouth shut? Is he going to, or is he just still going to do it? Like, do you think he's going to change?
I don't think he's going to change. Like, he's going to suddenly, like, never release information ever again. I think when it is so wide-reaching in its importance and its effects, he might take a beat, but I still think he's likely to send the information out. I think he's going to be like, he's probably going to be like, this is probably pretty epically changing for the solar system. Should I send it? Yeah, fuck it, I'm going to send it. I think it's going to be a case of that. But then, like, 20% of the time, he'd be like, yeah, I might just wait like a week. I might, it's like shopping on Amazon. You're just like, I'm gonna put that in the basket, but I'm not gonna buy it. And if I still want it in 3 days, then I buy it.
Because he's gonna want it. He's gonna.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna, he's gonna take that break in between, and that's gonna reduce how much he just puts shit on blast, but it's not gonna stop it.
Yeah, because you don't put stuff in the Amazon basket or insert company here,
a company thing, yeah.
Unless you actually want to, you're just being like, no, I thought about it for 3 days. It makes you feel better about yourself, and then you can, like,
do you know what? I would like
to other people. Like, I waited and I thought about it, and then
I have occasionally done that. I'm like, well, I'm gonna like, put that on the list or put that in the basket, and then I forget I've done that, and I come back to it like a week later and just like, well, no, I clearly just not even thought about that for a week. So obviously I didn't need that. And I just leave it, so it does actually work, but not completely. So yeah, that's right.
We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we've missed the most important part of these 2 chapters.
What is
it? The amazing meal?
Amos's inability to comprehend how you could fight a war over cheese, because he's completely wrong. He's completely wrong.
He's totally wrong. He's never had good cheese, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. That he hasn't ever had good cheese, and it made me feel really bad.
Cheese.
And
also for the world, if there's no like good cheese available in this future, I'm
definitely rethinking my goal of being an astronaut if there's no good cheese.
You could buy a ship. You could buy a ship for what they confiscated, what Miller's team confiscated.
Yeah, at least Miller has had good cheese once in his life. Amos clearly has not.
Vermont cheddar.
Vermont, thank you, Amis. Vermont cheddar specifically is what they.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe not as good as English cheddar, but
he hasn't had super mature English cheddar. Then it's a star, I suppose. Anyway,
so
maybe there's no more cows in England.
And you'd think like I'd be obsessed over the cheese. I do love cheese, and obviously I'm a foodie. But it's Haley. Havelock came back.
Oh,
he's not out the airlock. He's not dead. He's still alive. He's the spy.
So much closer to being dead. Oh my god! Just like the last time we saw him,
he's gonna get out alive.
He's gonna die. I'm gonna do that anyway. And that was the entire theme of this chapter. Heavy came back, and he's like, "I'm gonna get myself into trouble for you again, Miller." And probably get killed.
Partner.
No, then because the Roshi and the crew are gonna go and rescue him. They're gonna go rescue him.
Is this the prediction?
I don't know. I just came up with it on the spot.
You just want him to be rescued.
You need to hold up the like stabby predictions. Like,
you have to swear on the stabby.
I swear on the stabby that Havy has gotten himself into shit. And will require rescuing, and
rescuing. Okay,
the Roshi crew will rescue him.
You for sure want to make this okay. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
Do you think that Miller? Spoilers for the end of this episode that we are currently in. Now being a part of the crew, we can get back to that part later. Will admit, like, we'll have to convince Holden and crew that and he'll like say, but he's my family. He's like, he'll admit how much
Don't make me cry, Mel.
To the crew, because he will. He has to. Like, he's gonna have to convince them. They're like, why do we need to go run after some like random ex-partner of yours? I mean, he's gonna have to convince them.
Especially because he didn't even tell them like who told him the secret.
No, but he'll tell them that they owe him, right? Because they'll like go off to the station and then do something crazy on the station. I don't know. But then they'll go and they're gonna like have this great epic rescue scene, and then they're gonna get there, and then Heavy's gonna like be airlocked like right before they pull into the station.
Do you know what's gonna happen? You think he's gonna be there?
Why would you say that?
Do you know what's probably gonna happen to me now? Now that you said this, what's probably gonna happen to me is that they end up going to this fucking station, Thoth or whatever it's damn called, and
it's just Star Wars name.
It is, right? Havy's been sent there against his will, and it ends up in a shootout against our guys, and fucking Miller will end up having to kill him.
My gosh!
What? If that happens,
what I said.
If that happens, right now, I will set this book on fire.
Okay, so we're thinking that Javi is somehow going to get to this space science station by the time these guys arrive, because aren't they pretty much there now at the end of the second chapter?
At the end of the second chapter, it's 8 days. So I think it's like probably 10 days from where this conversation
10 days
is
out.
happening.
So we think Javi's gonna come.
Yeah, well, and that they're prepping to getting ready to
they're prepping to attack.
Tycho.
It's like the day that they're leaving.
Depart Tycho.
Depart Tycho.
It's not
I thought they were already in the air.
They still have to travel to wherever this Tycho, and we don't know what that time gap is.
Right.
This is what happens when you read the second chapter just 2 hours ago in about 5 seconds. It's been a week. Okay, so we think Javi's going to show up there, and Rob is saying that Miller might accidentally kill him.
Okay.
Mel is saying he's gonna beg for him to come on the ship.
So
that's two different things.
That prediction was based on them having to go like rescue him from Ganymede.
Oh, from Ganymede. Okay.
Gotcha. But I think to build on and then maybe slightly counter the theory of the shootout. What I think is going to happen is that Javi is going to turn his guns on his colleagues.
Oh.
And he's gonna he's gonna
on his protege.
He's gonna do that to save Miller. So Javi's gonna save Miller. And then
I would like that.
Before they get off the ship, Javi's gonna end up
cry a little bit.
No.
So, but both of you think Javi is going to be on Thoth Station?
No, I'm just like joking around with this, if I'm honest. What did I actually hold the story prediction?
You held the stabia.
You specifically
did.
So what I wrote down, and I've started annotating Rob. So I was trying to do different like symbols for both of you, and it got too confusing. So now I'm just writing your names. Because I was just not consistent. Javi.
What were our symbols?
Again, it was inconsistent.
Yeah, what are their symbols?
There's a dash and an asterisk, essentially, and then sometimes I would put a bullet and be like, "No, I need it," like because there's like comments, but then like, and it's just not consistent.
I thought I was gonna get something cool like a bucket of gold.
I am trying to shorthand these comments. I'm not drawing a fucking picture for you guys.
A chef hat or a rolling pin.
Rob. Theory is Javi having divulged Protean information to Miller will need rescuing, and Miller/Rossi will do it.
Yeah, so he didn't specify a location.
He did not specify.
We're just
and I am not holding the stabby now, so I cannot specify.
Yeah, we're just theorizing.
And I will not.
Theorizing.
Well, since we're jumping all over the place, what should we talk about next?
Can we talk
about the station?
Can we talk about a specific part of Tycho Station again? Because
yes, I know there were so many people in that office. By the way,
And some of them were sitting at a vast distance away from each other.
And I was wondering if you were going to bring this up today.
And then
Tell us about the size. Tell us about the size of this space. Oh my god, no way.
But
wrong
it's
one,
like,
wrong one.
but like, so like baby Holden is sitting in his like his little chair. His little
His bouncy chair.
With his buddy Miller. And he's like, gosh, Fred is at his giant desk. It's so big. And then Miller's in there too. And there's just like so much talking about how tall he is. And how they look weird. He looks so weird to Earthers. And he got called stout again. I just really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I don't know why it entertains me so much, but it just like it all just starts from bad math and then it just completely changes the story.
And a very long monologue.
They can fit 3 chairs and a desk and a file cabinet in that very tiny room. And yeah.
Well, you know, it helps when, you know, Holden's a baby and he just, you know, he's teeny tiny and he needs, you know, everything explained to him like he's a baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe he's sitting on Miller's lap.
I'm surprised he didn't describe his chair as like a high chair or something, right?
Well,
because I don't feel like Fred would bring in a specific chair for Holden. So Holden's not that special.
But Fred might like bring things to entertain Holden.
He's like Lily Tomlin on The Incredible Amazing Woman, where she sits on the chair.
The viewing window is the entertainment.
I have evidence that Fred did bring things to entertain Holden.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, do tell. Do tell.
I have just put up this week's Spuds photo for those that are listening. And it is baby Holden with all his classic baby toys of like a kid's hammer and a kid's saw that's obviously totally blood, and the little tower of discs, and then it's one of those spinny disc things with the arrow on it, and you pull the cord and it spins around and it lands on one.
Zoo animals, yes.
Usually zoo animals, and this one says "I love you," and Holden goes "I love you too." But at the top,
really appreciate that this is to scale.
Yes, it is to scale.
True.
At the top of the picture, it's Holden saying, "Miller, explain it to me like I'm."
Say it in the voice. Say it in the voice, Rob. Say it in the voice.
What, in a kid's voice? Miller, explain it to me like I'm a child. I don't know. He's got a little squeaky voice, you know. So
I love how insulted you were to be asked to speak like a child. It almost was better that you have asked it.
Well, I was like, you actually want it like a child? Like, I've explained that he's a child.
He's Holden. He's Holden. He's a baby.
You're describing the picture. I mean, you have to do it in the voice.
It's pretty amazing. And I love that because it's a kid picture that Spuds use a lot of primary colors.
Oh my God, I was thinking that. Yes.
Good job, Spuds.
It's good.
Basically, yeah, just primary colors, reds and blue. Yeah, so it's...
Well, and there's still shading where shading is appropriate, but for the most part, it's very like block cartoony.
Yes,
right. Because we know this is not kid Holden because he has 5 o'clock shadow.
He does have 5 o'clock shadow.
Luce Jr. did comment needs a Tycho shape kit.
He does say
a safety razor. A safety razor.
Like a child.
That's what the saw is. He's there with the saw, you know, like
from my Home Depot, my first.
Okay, can we talk about Fred Johnson team? Like, what that whole conversation? Did you find it weird at all? About with his surprise, because he was so surprised about the news they brought him, and that, you know, he says that it only makes sense to a psychopath, right, Leigh-A? You put that in there.
I did.
Does that mean he's not a psychopath or is just playing us? And also, I think someone describes them on their way there or whatever as the real OPA or something. Is he the real OPA?
There's a lot of real OPA-ness in these two chapters.
Yeah. Yeah, so what do we think about Fred's
it's
surprise?
the next chapter where Miller is, or wait, sorry, I don't remember if it's this chapter or the next chapter, but Miller basically goes on a monologue.
No,
it's the next chapter.
It's in this one.
Oh, it is this one?
Yeah, Miller says he's OPA, right? And then Holden said, but I think maybe the real OPA, not the cowboys who want to shoot it out with the inners, and not those nuts on the radio calling for war. Fred's a politician.
Yeah, and then in the next chapter, Miller goes on this whole diatribe about I know the OPA that I worked with as a cop, essentially, is what he
pockmark face.
And go and he's just like, and I've got information. So between these two chapters, it really works about the whole, is Fred the real OPA?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was I guess you're not giving it to me. I just thought the whole conversation, and I guess I am making a deal with you, because so I can basically have that eventually. But it was all very coy, I thought, of Johnson team.
I think he was using pretty typical negotiation tactics when you're negotiating with an infant. You're using reverse psychology on the infant to get them to be wait, I do want that.
It's true.
So Palpatine's the infant in this case?
No, when he was negotiating with Holden. Yeah. Okay. I just thought he was acting like it was so shocking to him. So I guess I'm curious if you thought he was overacting.
He actually knew?
Yeah. If we're going with Rob's theory about Johnston team,
I guess my question is how much time passes between chapter 37 and 38? Because it did seem to me a little suspicious that he already had a plan and a ship ready to go out to the station.
It's fairly quickly. They don't specifically state it, but the insinuation that it is if not overnight, a couple of within a day or two. And
there are a lot of people
that is one thing I will say about these authors is they are usually very clear if they want you to know that there is a specific time difference. So at the end of chapter the second chapters that we read today, 8 days. They were very specific. In 8 days later, and we've seen that before, where they give very specific timestamps.
Sure.
So you could assume unless it's specifically annotated, you can assume that it's within a fairly close time frame.
Yeah. So basically, they tell Fred Palpatine Johnson about everything that they discovered, and then in a fairly quick time span, he's got a ship ready and he's ready to go and raid this station.
What I will also say, they have been communicating with him. So we did see in the previous chapters that they get a message, specifically after Arrows. Naomi is communicating with him. We just know that right now probably Holden has, so they do have an understanding of some things that are going on.
Yeah. I guess he was reading it right when they were in the tiny office with him.
So it's basically the post-Arrow stuff. So it's all the going on to the pirate ship.
But going onto the pirate ship and learning all the stuff about Protogen. That's what I'm saying. That turnaround to me is very fast.
Yes.
For playing an op. Even if he is a super military man, but you still need to for something like that, and they valid.
I don't know if he's planning an op, he's just getting people on a ship at this point. Who knows how long it takes them to get to the
I don't know. I feel like he would plan
science station.
Thoth Station, yeah.
Both.
I mean,
Both.
there is one way that you
Toth.
can pull together an operation like this so quickly.
Do
What
tell.
is the way,
please.
Rob?
This is the way.
Because you know about it long before anybody else. Because you're
Yes.
playing the
Yeah.
other side. Because you are a Sith Lord. Because
And
you're
do you
screwing
think-
everybody over. So he's not surprised about this station because he's just got a ship sitting there waiting to be like, I
It's
need
a
some guys
fully
on standby.
operational star station.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay,
I
and
need some guys on standby so that they can go and fuck up a station. They can go and cause some damage here. They can go blow up a Martian ship, an Earthen ship, like whatever. I need my crews on standby, running dark, ready for me to call them at a moment's notice. Oh, you've brought me new information, air quotation marks. I don't know why I said that so slowly. I will get together a crew and we will attack this ship. Oh, look, next morning I am ready to roll. And even Mel, even you said, it seems really suspicious how
But
quick
it's
we got
not.
this together.
It's not next morning. It is 8 days later. Like they're. I mean, they're ready to roll. 8
Well, it
days
takes
later.
8 days to. With regards to an attack force like that, that is still fairly quickly turned
Yeah,
around.
that's what I was
Especially
thinking.
if you're. Yeah, it's.
It was. Oh no, sorry. You're right. It's 8 days for the ship that Fred Johnson already had to show up for them to get on.
For them to officially pull, like, yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
so
regardless,
the ship
there's
also came from somewhere.
there's already
Yeah.
there's already
In his little hidey hole waiting zone, you know?
well, and also there's
Inside
already
of the Naboo that is farther away than it looks like because Holden has no perspective on scale.
This is true. There we go.
So for something like this, they'll need, like, there's apparently multiple ships that they're going to need. So, and also the assumption that the Rossi is one of them. They've apparently already got a trained attack force that is ready to go. So it's on call because I'm
He
assuming
is the real OPA. So you don't.
The
Maybe
real
this
OPA,
is the
yeah,
real
so-
OPA.
So you're not just like calling people off leave or being like, hey dude, you're a reservist, but come in and like whatever, and then just be ready to go. Like they've got all the equipment. They've got like for whatever this attack that it's gonna take to go onto a station. 8 days is basically we're finalizing the logistics and briefing the troops and launching the troops. That's it. So it's not all the prep work that you have to do up beforehand. That is what 8 days gives you from a military perspective.
Yeah. So
Well,
that is
and
sus.
also-
I agree that's sus. If we're going there, I agree that it's sus, that he's ready to go. And they're
Well, how
all
do you
just
feel
going
then
on.
about this sus situation? Sus situation. Because in the next chapter, they equates Protogen as more like troops than cops. So does that support this theory of Rob that
Yes.
Constantine is Constantine? Like, did you catch that? Like, did that come together for you, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. This is just the evidence just keeps mounting up. Like he has, you know, Protogen is his army that he is secretly controlling. This is
that a
everything from
prediction?
Phantom Menace. Yes, this is Phantom Menace. I feel like I've predicted this enough anyway. But yes,
But I
5
know
years
you're
ago.
predicting that
No, but, like,
Protogen,
that he-
and
Palpatine
Tycho or
Johnson and
Palpatine
John-
and
John-
Protogen.
Johnson is maybe not 100% directly in control of Protogen, but he is a dominating force in their
Okay.
choices.
Wow.
He's-
Write it
he's
down,
one-
Leigh-A.
He's one of
Wow.
their leaders, if not the leader.
I
Both are troops.
This is
They're
honestly
connected.
like,
Protogen and him
this-
connected.
yeah, this is like Palpatine when he's like controlling the droid army via, you know, the trade corporations in Phantom Menace.
wait, so you're officially connecting Palpatine to Protogen at this point?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
I really hope we get
Yeah.
some sort of pod race
That would be fun.
I mean,
or a Darth Maul, like, you know.
Oh no! Can we?
Miller's
this is
gonna
not
be in
great.
a transport in like 5 seconds.
Yes,
That's
It
true.
could be in the next
Wouldn't it be
chapter.
funny if like This is not an official.
He can fit it. He can fit into those little pod racers. Just FYI.
This is true.
No, this is
Imagine-
Miller.
Oh, I
not
mean-
Holden.
Oh, I'm
Imagine
talking
if
about
Havey
Holden.
had to go. Havey had to go on the run, so he's in the pod racer, and then we've got Miller in the Rosie, like chasing him down to try and save him, all while Protégé are there, like stormtroopers, just going pew 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 pew.
What if
You know?
Miller goes to take the pod to? Miller's going to take the pod to the the science station, but he can't fit into it because he's too tall because he's a Malkier, and he's going to have to call Holden and be like, Holden, I know you can fit into this pod. We're going to have to trade places. So you get in the pod, I'll go back to the Rossi, and then you attack the space station. Could happen.
That's...
This is not
Could
the Star
happen.
Wars adaptation we're looking for.
It could happen.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Great.
I do really appreciate that there was some lip service given to completely change the subject. I
Yes,
do
do it.
appreciate that there was lip service given to the acknowledgement that different life forms exist and that their way of communicating is shooting virus bullets at the entire population of the solar system, and that someone should tell the Mormons. I really appreciated that.
That was fun.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, please tell them. I mean,
do their great grandkids know what they're
like,
getting into?
give them a choice. And in that instance, Holden is absolutely correct. They're one of the people that should probably know. So
That was Miller, though. That wasn't Holden.
No.
That was Miller, which is so cool.
But Miller
was agreeing that Holden's instincts were
Miller's
right
like, oh, this is what Holden would do.
yeah,
Yeah,
He
but I
doesn't
mean, like,
do it that- he doesn't go and talk to the Mormons.
Yeah.
No, but the
It's
fact
like-
that Miller actually thinks that way, like if you would have seen like from chapter 6 Miller to now, like it's a pretty interesting change
That's
for
a
him.
good point. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
You know,
So
like-
we're learning that Miller is maturing.
It's all that.
There
It's
is
all
a
that
character
pottery.
that is maturing.
It's all the
It's all the
pottery they're
pottery.
making together.
Yeah, yeah. That do it. It's rubbing off on him.
It is
Yeah.
literally rubbing off on him.
Yes.
But I thought that was really, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing like making a butt rock on a pottery wheel together.
I
It's
know,
nothing
right?
like it.
Nothing
It's
like
the
it.
best.
Um,
I guess I felt
yeah.
pretty like these two chapters. Don't you think Miller is just like, it's just like a little bit heartwarming.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he is.
There was, and the way it ended with like you've got a home with the Rossi, basically, like you're in the crew, you're part of the team, the family, whatever. I was like,
Did you just cry?
I mean, I don't waste water like that.
Like a little bit.
Good
You
job, Wetlander. We're
Okay,
so proud of you.
yeah,
But
you've learned.
I was tempted to waste water like that. Let's just put it that way. But I didn't.
It's really funny because I was like, that's sweet that he thinks that's a good idea. It was my
Oh, Holden.
I feel like Holden was like this
no,
dude.
that
kinda-
Miller thinks it's a good idea that to be on Holden's crew.
Miller's
like that.
broke.
I was
Miller's got no one to
Miller,
live.
He is broke.
He's got no money.
He had
He's got
nothing
no
to live
shit.
for. He's
got
in love
nothing
with
to
a
live for.
ghost.
He's just like.
I mean, he's
"Why?"
literally thinking
Got a
about
better
his
offer,
healthcare. He's
sir,
like,
you know.
how do I get the meds that keep me alive? Like, what do I get to
Yeah, that
pay for
too.
the meds that are going to keep
He
me
should
alive?
have taken the blue pill. But yes. I think it's more that. I think Miller he's obviously from the creation of the fantasy Julie to now and his talk about his ex-wife and Havey being gone. I mean, he's so lonely. He's so lonely.
He is.
And I think he just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I finally have a family. Like I'm finally included in this family. And I think it just,
Mm-hmm.
I guess
It's
so sweet.
I guess I'm a little frustrated in that like he's only thus far bonded really with Holden. He hasn't bonded with the other ones. I mean, Holden is the captain and he does get to make the decisions. But like,
he also went through a life and death experience with Holden. Which
no, yeah, absolutely. But I would think that
can confirm that
I would think
gives you
that
a weird relationship with people.
like bringing another person into the crew in the official way that was done, he would. I don't know. He would consider the rest of the crew.
Please don't forget one. He's observed all the crew. He even talks to Naomi. He always knows where like Amos and Alex are. He's paying attention. And don't forget the diarrhea, okay? Like they were in the ship. There was stinky diarrhea everywhere. They almost died and everybody was in there. So I think that officially like they have seen the worst of Miller maybe. And I feel like it's an unwritten, like, okay, we've seen you shit your pants at least 40 times while you came after Eros.
I guess I just want to see it. I think that's it. I just want to see those relationships bloom the way that we've seen the relationships between the core, heretofore core crew.
The authors definitely fast-tracked the relationships, and I don't know if the intention of the dinner at the beginning of our first chapters was that where like Miller was kind of standoffish a little bit, but he was still trying to do his little part.
Yeah, he's trying to
that's
do
what
his
I
part.
mean. Like that's what I mean. He doesn't feel like he's
not,
but he's never had a crew. He doesn't know what that's like. He said like
he's also attempting to contribute, so he like sets the table because it's obvious that this team has a dynamic, and like they don't even have to talk about what they're doing. They just go do their thing. So Miller's like, the one thing I can do is set the table, but then he has this like funny story that he tells them, and they all bond over it.
Yeah.
But then he and Naomi, which we can like put a pin in this conversation because it's a whole conversation.
Yeah,
like and Naomi is like, and that's why they killed Eros. Like this funny conversation goes to this very serious, and Naomi and Miller are the only ones like, yeah, just don't get it. But still having a respectful conversation over something that could be completely controversial and blow up, and like
that's valid.
He's an active member of this conversation, which is switching the inner's brains to like whether or not they actually agree in the long run. It causes them to think.
I do feel that conversation and the other Naomi conversation in the next chapter. Like, I feel like those two things definitely are bonding those two together. Mm-hmm. He's not in love with Naomi like he is with Holden, so they're going to have a little different relationship.
But he acknowledges Naomi's badassness.
Yeah, what would Naomi do? Like, that's what he said.
Let's put a pin in that because.
He got so many pens at this point.
Okay. Pull a pen out.
So he comments about how he's gonna miss a part of Amos's personality and how he's gonna miss a part of Alex's personality, and then he's gonna miss finding out if Naomi makes up with the captain.
I think that's still a comment on her personality because he's really curious if she's gonna fuck him over or not, or like if she's gonna stick to her guns.
But that's a curiosity of like, he's not gonna be curious about like, oh, does she continue to be a badass?
He doesn't care what she chooses. He just wants to see it play out.
That's all. I was just like,
He's worried about his boyfriend.
Don't define her by her relationship to another man. Define her by her badassness in its own right.
That's very valid. Yes.
That's what I was.
But he has acknowledged it like 1,000.
But she is just. He is just worried about his boyfriend. I think it's what he said there. Like my boyfriend.
Maybe he's just worried about all his boyfriends. He's talked about Alex and Amos.
He's the only one that's witnessed this like insane interaction between the two of them.
It's true.
Like, and maybe Julie is a symbol for the closet. Anyway,
and
go on.
he's like, and I feel
she
like
did start the book in a closet.
Yeah,
she sure did.
So, and I don't think him being curious about how that insanity is going to turn out diminishes his positive views of her.
Sure.
So it's
there's been something that's itching me, and I want to get Rob's opinion on this related to Naomi.
Okay.
Do you think she's a red herring? Like,
How so?
she's so badass, right?
Mhm.
Like, she's so awesome at everything. She almost like has almost no flaws, right? I mean, she's
Right.
loyal. And to me, I'm just like, it's getting a little sus. And I just think there's got to be some sort of Naomi surprise. I feel like I'm just waiting for something to happen with her. That basically,
Like, how did this brilliant chick get on the camp with all these moron boys? Yeah, I'm with you on that. Totally. No offense, gentlemen.
yeah,
But,
I mean,
yes.
a little bit of that, because that was commented around last week's chapter too, right? Like Naomi's brilliant at everything. She can do anything. You just have to like say something's broken and she could fix it. She's amazing and all this stuff. And it's just like there's a lot of blowing smoke up Naomi's ass is all I'm saying, as opposed to just her only purely her actions showing that she's brilliant, which we kind of started off with that kind of situation, but now it's people commenting on how awesome she is.
Why would a brilliant engineer like Naomi be on a ship with average, intelligent males?
I mean,
And females on the camp as well.
Like I touched on like a little suspicion a little bit in the way that she responded to the Holden like proposal, as it were. You know, like maybe she doesn't have that level of confidence in herself that everybody else sees. But it's almost like I don't know. I feel like I'm worried she's gonna be a rogue agent or something. I don't know, but I'm just a little
I think there
concerned.
was a theory about she's a sleeper spy.
Yeah, I
And
feel
I
like
know,
we
I
talked
think-
about this a couple shows
No,
ago.
I
Is
think-
it mine? I'm sorry if I'm saying if I'm repeating myself.
No,
But
it's
it's just
like,
like, if I already said it, it's like further evidence, just the way that they keep. It's
Chopping
you
her
know
up.
how
it's
when
just
you
they're
watch.
comparing her to her other.
I mean, that's also true.
Shitmates,
But
maybe.
you know how when you're watching a TV show and there's a character who's just like really perfect and like maybe they're super sweet or they're just like such a good like mentor or whatever, and you're like, that person's gonna die, right? Like,
Yes, exactly.
I'm kind of like at that moment with Naomi. I don't think she's gonna die, but I think she's gonna, I don't know.
Surprise us somehow. What do you think, Rob?
Well, first I want to address the assumption that because someone is amazing or brilliant at something, that means they can't work around people that are not amazing and brilliant at something.
No, I wasn't
Just
saying
because
that. I was just
no,
teasing.
I know you're teasing about that. But it's if I feel like that's just a general sort of expectation. You're amazing at
Sure.
something. You know, you're an amazing engineer. Thus, you should work for NASA and only work on the Artemis mission.
Sure.
You
Gotcha.
can't
Yeah.
run a cruise ship or something like that, for example. People should be where they're happy and content and feel that they're contributing to whatever they want to contribute, I think. So that's just a mindset of myself. So when I see Naomi being a badass but working somewhere very basic, it doesn't red flag me because I just explained that's how I looked at it, sort of thing.
Sure.
That's why I raised that. I don't know about Naomi being. I think it's more of a case of with Naomi, she's not deliberately, but she's gonna let him down at some point. They're gonna be like, Naomi can fix anything, do anything, and she's gonna fail at some point because she's a human being.
Like when Nynaeve can't channel. Spoilers. Spoil time.
But yeah, I just think at some point they're going to need something from her and she's not going to be able to deliver. And they're going to have to realize you've put too much pressure on this woman. Just because 99% of the time she smashes it out of the park doesn't mean that she can't throw a curveball. Doesn't mean she can't, drop the ball. Like she can get things wrong. She's not perfect, but they treat her
they're
like she
just
is.
very obvious by putting her on a pedestal. So when she falls, it'll be
intense. And then my concern with that, now that I've said that out loud, is then they treat her like she's useless, and I don't want that either.
So
I don't
Skeeter
think-
asks.
I don't think they'll treat her like useless.
Skeeter asks, great question. Actually, I thought about it today. So is Naomi too smart to not be a trope? So, or Blaine, what I was thinking is her being smart a trope, because again, I love these authors. I highly, obviously I've read books multiple times, but that being said, it is very frequently, I find specifically with male authors, to have a large cast of men having very diverse personalities, and then the smart one is the woman. And so, like, in not to use the books that we shall not talk about, but Hermione is one of those perfect examples of, you've got these dudes with like a whole bunch of problems, and then you've got the smart chick.
Who fixes everything? Yeah.
Who literally fixes all their problems. Who's like, you guys are dumbasses. You should have listened to me.
The intention behind
But
this
she's
character
just
is to be like,
clever.
look how
Sorry,
awesome she is. You know, the intention is to be like, look, an amazingly smart woman who can fix anything type thing. Really cool.
Look at us
But
being feminist, including like the one female character is so smart.
And it just, it doesn't land the way the intention is, or you hope the intention is.
Well, we can't change their gender, the authors. It's just.
Yeah. Well,
and this is only book one.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, so I think
they learn as they write. You know what I mean?
Following
all the
Yeah, to wrap up Mel's question, I land on she's going to let them down through a mistake or inability at some point, rather than she's going to double cross them. That's where I would fall down.
Okay.
And I did find on June 4th, this is a Rob theory, actually, based off of whatever weird nomenclature I was using at that point. I think this is a Rob theory.
June 4th?
Like
last week?
Sunday.
June 4th, yes. Naomi is a double agent for Palpatine, like a sleeper agent who...
Did I say that last week? Oh, shit.
He doesn't believe it this week, though.
At the right time.
Did I actually predict that last week?
Yeah.
Apparently based off of whatever weird, like, thing.
I don't know. Sometimes we talk on this show and like things pop into my head and I say them. I'm like, I don't know if that contradicts what I've said in the past or not, but you know.
I really appreciate you taking notes, Leigh-A, because yes, also same.
Keeping me honest.
I mean, Mel, I was giving you credit for that, but again, like,
well, okay. Well, since apparently I predicted that last week, Stabby out. She might still let them down through inability, but apparently she's a sleeper agent for Johnson. So there we go.
She might let him down being a sleeper agent. You don't know.
That's also true. That is a way of letting someone down by betraying them. It does let people down generally.
Also, I love Skeeter.
That would be very on IU.
Quoting Gandalf, I have no memory of this place. Rob.
I like.
Did you guys want to? Go ahead. Now.
I just feel so stupid.
The comment from Heather. She was like, quoting Holden. So cold. I like your head.
I like your head.
I actually thought that was funny. That part in that I was like, okay, Holden. All right, you get a little credit for that, even though. It was the combination of him thinking that and him realizing that radiation sickness didn't give him like special superhero powers. I thought that moment was funny. I was entertained with that.
Yeah. So Amice, were you going to ask a question or something just before I believe? Sorry.
I was going to say, I think we've covered the first chapter quite a bit, but I wanted to ask before we move on to some of the things in the second chapter, before we're out in 20 or so minutes. Is there anything else about the cheese conversation that you guys want to talk about? Because I just thought that was I'm
just disappointed.
Amazing.
In the future.
I thought it was really interesting. Cheese. You learned so much about the backgrounds and the differences between their lives just from that little patter about cheese. Yeah. I appreciated that very much.
Yeah, really great writing, I think, right there.
I wonder if Naomi's ever
Again.
had good cheese. I feel bad for anyone who's never had good cheese. Like, Amos especially, because he's an earther and he hasn't had good cheese. But like,
what's his backstory if he never had cheese? We don't know.
Someone give Naomi a piece of good cheese, please, and just make her life.
I will give her all.
Is that how Holden wins her over? Do you think? Does Holden win her over with a piece of cheese?
Right,
brings some Vermont cheddar.
Here, try my cheese. That's a bad chat line right now. I'm sorry, that's gonna gross someone.
Oh no! Is that strawberry been in your pocket all day? I mean, stupider things have been said. So let's. I would prefer cheese wrapped in a nice parchment versus a strawberry in a pocket. So
a pocket strawberry, so gross with lint on it.
Okay.
Come on, Rand, do better.
Not just any lint. Oh, a sheep farmer's lint.
So technically, it's like lanolin in his pocket.
And what else has been in that pocket all day? What else has been in that pocket all day?
So many things.
So cheese, much better cheese. Anyway, I thought that was a really cool story. Next chapter.
It was a good mechanic for showing culture and
I liked it. I liked it.
Well, and how ignorant, like even 5 years. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, in making that analogy, like in the total shift in conversations to like, and that's why they want to kill all of us. And just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So
I thought that was well done though. It's like, I mean, that's because basically they were having a whole conversation about the difference between inners and melters, and then the belter was just like commenting to the other belter, and that's why they can just destroy arrows and no one cares, and no one does anything about it.
And I love that. One of the things that I really love about these books, and like this is going to be a general blanket statement, and it's not spoilery, but that race, for the most part, is like doesn't exist in these books. So it doesn't matter what color your skin you are. What it really comes down to, and I think this is a statement about humanity in general, it's where do you come from, where are your origins, and then that is one of the big things that divides us. So like because we only live on Earth right now, like one of the big things that you can look at somebody and kind of tell, like make a false assumption about them is like what's the color of your skin. So like you can look at somebody in this world and be like, oh, you're an Earther, you're a Martian, so you're an inner and you live in this privileged world, you live in this society, and then, or you look like this, you're
There's a lot of assumptions.
Tall, skinny, got knobby elbows, and like, and you can make this assumption about them, and it's like, and it's just that bias that gives you a bunch of assumptions about people, and that's like these chapters were very slow for the most part, like action wise, but it gave you a lot more context to the world, and and that's what I loved about these chapters was just all the conversations and like the thought processes.
Yeah.
So
before we move on, for anyone curious about why pocket strawberries are so gross, Spuds wanted to just clarify something for you. So let me put up this image. This is why pocket strawberries are gross. This is a Spuds drawing.
No fucking way.
From the first chapter, from the first episode of the Wheel of Time TV show, and it's the Spuds versions of
ready, Spuds.
He had it in the ready, and it is Rand, the Spuds version of Rand, pulling the strawberry.
I remember this.
And Gwen going, was that in your pocket all day? And he's just sort of shrugging and being like, yeah. And then she vomits everywhere.
Yeah, Egwene becomes a vomit zombie because of pocket strawberries.
This is very, very meta right now.
It's so meta.
So good.
Good job.
So right, let's quickly. I don't think there's a lot for me from the second chapter. I feel like the important points are sort of carried over.
Okay.
So, like, I like
yeah, let me hear your questions you have about that chapter.
Yeah, let's have questions about the chapter. That would be cool.
Do you want me to go? Leigh-A, do you have some questions? Okay. Well, we did talk a little bit about
so many questions. So many questions.
Yes, okay, you go. I do too. Go. Go, you go.
No. Well, I mean, we already went, Javi's alive, which is really exciting.
Yes, so we did talk about Javi out of order, but
yeah.
Not for long.
Well, yes. Can we talk about really quick that ship? I love that ship. I love how Miller's talking with Naomi. This is the conversation about like how they don't name it. They don't have a name because they don't know who it is, right? It becomes this like elephant in the room where, it's about who are they communicating with, and she's working really hard to try to figure it out. She can't figure it out. It's like, are there drone like arrays that are keeping the comms from going to one place? But it's all like now, like I feel like it's like this is what I feel like. Like Miller had like as Julie, this weird fantasy Julie, and Holden's got Naomi because Holden. But now like Naomi's got that ship. She's got this like mystery. This is her mystery, right? Like she hates mysteries too. She's trying to figure out like who the fuck are these people that blew everybody up and is like totally ruining. Yeah, and the why. So she's like, so that ship. I just love that. Thought that was really, really cool.
That is probably a better way to call it than the pirate ship. I don't know. It's probably better. Generally.
But this isn't the pirate. They found the pirate ship. This is the people they sent the comm to.
Oh no, I thought she was, when she said that ship, she was talking about the pirate ship.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the people they were trying to figure out where the comm went to, right? Because they couldn't. Yeah. In the last chapters, they beamed the comm out from.
No. I know
from
that.
the pirate ship.
I just thought in the context of that particular sentence when she said that ship, she was talking about the data from that ship that is beaming out.
Maybe I read it wrong. Okay, but I thought she was talking about where the beam went to. That's what I took it as.
That ship, from the way I read it, was that ship was the ship that blew up the ship where they found out all this information. It's like their white whale,
Yeah, that's Mel. That's the way I read it. It was the pirate.
All right, I read it differently.
Not Thoth Station. I'm looking again, but but also
I don't think it was necessarily station either. But yeah,
it's either is appropriate. So that ship being Thoth Station,
it's true. It can be any of the bad guys, I suppose.
Yeah. So it's very clear that and they're obviously communicating. So by just saying that ship, they don't have to say. They don't need an entire chart to be like that ship.
Yeah,
we always need charts.
It's become their albatross so much that it doesn't even need.
Yeah.
I also get really distracted anytime anyone says tight beams. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle that phrase.
They didn't say anus-size tight beams. They just said tight beams.
They just said tight beams, and every time I was just like, "Yep."
Mel fills in the rest. Yep.
All the time, the whole time, every time.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, that entire conversation that we had how many ever episodes ago has now, every time I see those words, I'm just like shooting right up the booty.
Cool.
Booty beams. All
the time. Constantly. I cannot stop thinking about butts and tight pants and tight beams.
This is why I love you guys and hate you all at the same time.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with tight butts and tight pants.
Look, let's just be like, we have not once mentioned anything particular that we normally mention today. So, what do we normally mention on this show that we have not mentioned that you both adore and hate?
3 times just now.
Stabbies.
I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there, Rob. We're getting there.
Just wait. We'll bring it up and make her puke in a minute.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no!
In a moment, we have to talk about that.
See how you guys all got it, and I had mentally blocked it.
Yeah,
because we have to talk about Naomi's realizations and discoveries again.
It's true.
We think that she's right.
Let's do that then.
Okay, I have also more questions
Okay.
about Javi if we want to talk about that.
Okay.
Do you think, I know we talked earlier about some possible predictions, but I have a question like about Javi's role on Ganymede with Protogen. What do you think Protogen has hired as their security troops? Besides what we already think about, obviously having like this massive Johnston team, Protogen, world out there. What do you think they're doing on Ganymede right now? Like, why Ganymede? Do you guys remember what Ganymede description was about?
You need a legitimate face to your corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the corporate headquarters is, right?
I thought the corporate headquarters were at Luna. Isn't that
I
what
don't
they
know
said?
whether I'm not
Or
sure
around
about
about-
that, but if you're gonna run a security company but not secure anything, and just have people on payroll, like that's.
So you don't think they're securing anything in Ganymede? Like they're just hanging out?
I think they took a contract. It's just like we've got all these guys. Let's just put them under contract places, and then we've got them stationed throughout various places. Okay, so and then they're there. We can call them at need, or they're closer to other areas. Be like, shit, we need someone here, or we take them off that base. That's only 2 hours
Maybe
away.
Ganymede's close to the space science station thing. Maybe it's kind
Possibly.
of like a close
And
shot.
then on top of that, you gotta find money to pay all these people. You can't
That's
just
true.
have these people. No one's there for the sake of no one's there because they just want to be there and like you don't need to pay me nothing. Like so they'll take contracts on to bring some money in as well. Like corporations need money. Criminal everybody needs money to do things. So I think it's a combination of like giving a realistic facade to your company and bringing some money in to fund things. And then also then people are out and about and you have them in strategic locations wherever possible to take at need. So
yeah, I mean that's the concern that Miller has about Javi, right? Like getting shipped out of Ganymede to the station.
Because remember, Protogen was on Eros before they brought in the other security forces. Years. So like, do we think like that's? I guess that's kind of what I'm. I hope that doesn't happen. Are they going to do it to Ganymede? Do you think so? Like they were already in Eros preparing, and they brought in the other security team.
I don't think we've had long enough to find out the full effect of vomit zombies
of Eros. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like once is enough to collect data and get it all tight.
That's probably true.
Up your butts, right? Like
up your butts.
Then you have
get that information right up in there.
You have to analyze all that data too.
You have to analyze it. It's true. You have to analyze it.
Oh my god, Amis.
gotta analyze your typing data. So
Thank you for getting.
What are you blaming me for?
Oh.
I said yes. No, she just picks up what I put down. It's just good. It's
no, I was
true.
picking up what you were putting down. Amis just said it out loud.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I do that.
In case people didn't get it, she's just being a good host.
I'm just being clear. Clear with my tight beams.
For the people,
I like tight beam clarity. Okay.
She's like a good flesh.
Okay, what else? Nothing else in this chapter for you guys?
Yeah. So, what do we think about the theory, the Naomi theory that?
Yeah, we haven't even touched on the theory, and the theory is the craziest part about the two chapters.
Can I say the word now, Rob? Can I say it now?
Yes, say it.
You could always have said it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were just. It just seemed like you were like.
No, I was just pointing out to Leigh-A we'd gone this far into the episode without saying it.
So that's pretty good for Leigh-A. An hour and 48 minutes.
So placentamine.
Actually, I will say I said it during the whole segment.
Your segment.
Well,
yes.
you did. You had to say it a few times when you were reading out the names of
this is true.
Placentathon. That would have been a good one. Placentathon. Anyway, go on. Sorry,
Placentamon is on the way. Placentamon.
So good. Okay.
Theory time.
Theory time.
All right. So the theory is that placentamon is a series of instructions that need data, need RAM, basically, in order to run their calculations. And the RAM is people. and it has yet to feed enough to complete its instructions, and then it's going to turn into what? That's
it's just not smart enough, is what she says,
not
right?
smart enough yet. What is it turning into? And so that's the theory. That's where we should leave it tonight. What do we think? If we accept Naomi's theory, because Naomi is so smart, and we've been told she's so smart, she knows all the things, then she must be right about this. Then what is placentamon? What is placentamon's final form?
And I will say, this is actually where our like loony theory of this concept of placentamon actually starts making sense. That there's this disgusting Pokemon. There's this disgusting Pokemon that is going to evolve into something else, and we could put up the like Supermon or whatever.
Supermon, Megamon, and
Ultramon.
Yeah. So like, what are the next evolutions of placentamon? So we finally have a book character. Like, it's not just this weird virus that makes you puke and do weird things. There's an actual in-world theory that people are like, and people in-world and us being like,
I mean, the answer is very obvious.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is it?
This is the introduction of Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, so but this is becoming Star Wars.
This is Star Wars with cheese.
This is where the Hutts come from.
Yeah, this is how the Hutts were formed. Yes. Yeah.
So the Hutts are giant processors.
Really
That's why they're
slimy
so
ones.
capable of ruling everything, because they're actually really fucking smart.
And they also like really good music. Just a side note. So do we think from her theory then that they're not smart enough? Do we feel like they're going to get smarter on arrows? Like they're just going to continue to find things in arrows to get smarter? Or are they going to have to go somewhere else? They, meaning the placentamon, they.
Well, the theory, the in-book theory is that they were just like, they gave them tons and tons of biofuel, right?
Yeah, they did.
And so the question is the biofuel they had enough? I would think the answer there has to be no, right? Because if this is a creation that is continually evolving, it's going, and its programming is to continually evolve and complete like something like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, like supercomputer level of answering the question, right? Then it's going to need to continue to feed in order to answer the question, because maybe the question is so vast. So then I think it's really highly, I mean, I always thought it was really highly suspicious to assume that placentamon would stay on arrows once it was
Except
done.
I believe last week or 2 shows ago, we had a little prediction about it staying or not on arrows. Do you have that written down? Oh, yeah.
I just and so, but it's the final form, or at least the arrow's final form, I guess, if we're continuing to move on.
If it's continuing to evolve, I guess this is just a question that popped in my mind, and it's on arrows, and every time it evolves, it changes also into something itself. So wouldn't it just continue to feed itself? Could it feed itself? Not puke, but like whatever it becomes, it just keeps, like, it just evolves naturally, because that's what it does. So couldn't it just take whatever it becomes and then it absorbs whatever itself? It just keeps absorbing itself over and over again.
But I don't think that's what Naomi's theory is. I think Naomi's theory is that it's a data center, right?
Yeah.
And And
so they've already absorbed all the information.
And it fills up all this space on the servers by absorbing all the energy, all of the radiation energy, and it fills up all the servers in the data center to try and answer or evolve or do whatever its code is telling it needs to keep doing. And then it's going to run out of space in the data center, and it needs more data center. I feel like, but I want to anthropomorphize, sure, Placentamon, because of it spoke, once in some form, and so I want it to be able to speak more cohesively. And then I want, at least for the Final Four, I want it to actually start learning that it can learn in a different way than just absorbing people and turning them into vomit zombies. I want Placentamon to suck up all the data and realize that the bad guy aliens that sent it out in the world had incomplete information, and its job should be to learn to understand the species that live there, and in order to bring what they know back to the aliens and make the aliens better. So I guess I'm gonna give it a hope future.
Yeah, I guess it depends if it's a weapon that's instinctual based versus sentient based. Is it just doing what it does? Like animal, some animals just do what they do, right? There's no thought process behind it. They're just doing it. And it's not because it's bad or good. It's just that's just what they do. So or does it absorb these, by absorbing the humans in Eros, do they get the sentient capabilities? Or do they naturally have them already, I guess?
I think it's just, at least at this point, it's just using them as food for its massive internal calculations. It's like forgive the word, it's like an AI. It's like an artificial intelligence that needs to keep learning until it hopefully reaches a state of sentience that it understands that maybe there's something to learn without destroying the beings around it.
I have two thoughts.
Tell us.
Firstly, I think there's a balance to be had between a weapon that there's a certain point where if the amount it needs to absorb to be effective is too enormous, it's an ineffective weapon, because it's to achieve its end goal. If it has to wipe out 3/4 of life in the solar system to achieve its end goal, your end goal was not, if your end goal is to wipe out the solar system, but you can't achieve that until you've absorbed 3/4 of the solar system, you're using the wrong end goal, if that makes sense.
The program was not properly scoped.
Yeah, exactly. But I also, I don't know, maybe I'm leaning towards this. I'm going to go unreliable narrator a bit and be like, maybe this wasn't sent as a weapon. Maybe this wasn't sent. Maybe this is just an organism that exists in space and it reproduces by absorbing other life forms and radiation and such like that, and it is just reproducing, and it's not necessarily some culture out there was like, do you know what, if we send this Phoebe bug or whatever, Placentamon bug, whatever we're going to call it, protobug, if we send this out to another solar system, we can wipe out that solar system, and then we just won't check whether that worked or not for 1 billion years. There's some if you're that powerful, the 1 billion years don't matter. You don't need to be wiping out that solar system. And also, 1 billion years ago, what life form was in this solar system that was dangerous to an intergalactic species?
Well, and that Robbie just hit it on the nail head. So in the Protogen video that we watched, I'm going to put air quotes around this. We watched
Psychopath.
The psychopath, the narrating said that this was sent billions of years, millions of years ago.
2.3 billion.
Yeah.
2.3 billion.
When we were like the Earth was still sludge and starting to develop. So this is when, whether or not it was deliberately sent or whenever. So, for whatever reason crashed into. And this is one of the reasons I showed those articles last week, because I think this is important. Like, it crashed into a random asteroid that was in the Kuiper Belt that like got sucked in, like eventually got sucked into like the inner solar system, and humans went and explored it and found it like millions and billions of years later.
Yeah. I think what you're saying and what Rob was saying was very similar.
It's very similar. Like and like I think Rob, like I said,
I mean, even if it's
on the
research,
nail
as I say in chat, that they're asking about research now, and I'm like, yeah, even if it's research, you've ignored it for billions of years. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's idiocracy to think that you know the intention of it from 2.3 billion years ago.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm now.
They want it to be a weapon, right?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards this just being some kind of space creature that just, was traveling and ended up there and has now been found, and humans have made warped assumptions around it.
Could be. Just like we anthropomorphize Placentamon, evil protogen guy did the same, but projected onto it his wants and beliefs, because they will bring him vast amounts of power and wealth, probably.
Yeah.
I like it.
Shall we wrap up our questions now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
All right. Anybody earn G this week? That feels like a no.
I mean, I think Holden just flippantly saying without making an announcement that Miller's like part of the crew. I think that was a lot of G just because it was so kind. Like, he didn't even think about it. He just like, you're part of the crew now, I just thought that was very welcoming into the tribe, the clan, the Rossi clan. I just thought that was really nice.
I want to
do that.
That is nice. Yeah, I want to give some G to Havy.
Oh
yeah.
I think he earned G.
He does deserve it. He put his life on the line.
His life is on the line for the risk of sharing this. Yeah. So yeah, I want to give Havy that.
Miller has so many boyfriends everywhere.
I mean, it's all about that hat, baby.
It is. It's the hat and the killing.
Yeah.
The stabbing.
I was gonna get some G to the inners for when the Belters start saying like, cheese is the reason that like the inners are killing arrows, and they just kind of listen. They question. They ask honest questions, but they mostly listen, and then don't argue the point, which I think is because they could have just been like, no, you guys are the same, totally the same. They actually listen.
They didn't deny their experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and again, they ask questions about it, so they don't just like, oh, we're just gonna let you, like, you little Belters, talk about how cheese and Eris are the same thing, and like, oh, that's so cute.
Cheesecake.
Yep.
Point.
Yeah.
Any toe?
What about toe? Yeah, toe. Who earns two?
Mel's staring at the camera like, well, I just want to say Holden.
I mean, Mel, say why you think Holden has toe.
To this week?
This week.
Is it boring if I always think it's Holden?
No, it's not. Just tell us why. Each reason is unique. So what did you do this week?
It's for what I I talked about earlier, because he's not growing from his experiences. He's just whining, and that even in his own head, and that is continually frustrating to observe.
Yeah.
And I know he will. I have faith that he will grow. I would just wish it would come more quickly. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not sure about anyone else having so.
Yeah, I feel like it was a toe light.
Yeah, it was a toe light week.
Chapters for
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody basically did well.
Yeah. I don't think we even had like a most Aiel moment, really. Because even Hades' thing, because he was spying in effect, which is not Aiel like. Yuan-Ji putting his life on the line, but it's not Aiel to be a spy. So, like,
I mean, I think Constantine gathering his troops so fast might be considered a most Aiel moment. He's got them trained. They all work together. They're all ready to go.
That's true.
Maybe we don't. I didn't say which clan. I just said Aiel.
No, but the organizational prowess is very Aiel.
You know what might be most Aiel is Miller holding the information, just being like, prove to me that you and your people are willing to go and do the thing.
Capable.
Capable
of going and doing the thing.
Yeah.
Before I tell you you're about to go, like, you, Mr. Earther, are about to go sentence a whole bunch of people to death.
Yeah, he didn't,
and possibly cause a Holden level international incident.
Yeah, he didn't blackmail them. He didn't try and get something out of them. He wanted to make sure that they weren't going to make it worse.
Yeah.
Before he shared that info.
Again, it wasn't blackmail. It was like prove to me, and then he's like, oh.
Also, I'd like to go.
That Fred Johnson, right? Yeah. So that's very Aiel. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I'll accept that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our questions, isn't it? Or who was the token Wetlander?
So.
It was Stabius.
Stabius moment.
I have one.
I mean, the token Wetlander was clearly Amos, who couldn't fathom a war without cheese.
Yes, that's it. Stabius moment was I think the Stabius moment.
Sorry,
yeah, that's
ahead.
true. No, I was going to say the Stabius moment to me was when they were making lasagna with powdered cheese. That stabbed me right to the heart.
I know, it's true. The future kind of sucks in some ways.
Again, we could discuss this in the Sharimoto, which I still don't think we understand what that means.
We looked it up, and we designed it after I set it up after Shed died, and it was something like all of the blood.
Yeah, it's like all of the blood. Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite Stabius moments is it didn't actually happen, but the fact when Miller was talking about all this stuff with the science and everything and how he was just saying like, yeah, it wouldn't take me more than half a second to pretty much throw them all out the airlock. You know what I mean? Like he's like, I have no problem killing these motherfuckers. Like, no problem at all. And then he just went on to another thought. Like I was like, yeah, okay, the regular old man is still in there.
Yeah, a man who is very he's aware of his beliefs and his choices, and he is comfortable with them.
Yeah,
he's like, I would
problem.
do that. Next point, you know.
Next point, next thing.
That's a fair point, yeah. So okay, is that it? That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
Yep.
So reminder: next week, no Expanse, right? It's no Rob either.
The following week. Oh wait, I didn't pull up the Excel. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
What are we doing next week?
On the 18th, we have Mostly Bree joining us, and they will be discussing Romancing the Vote and all those things with Mel, Leigh-A, and Anise. I will not be here next week for traveling purposes, but we'll be back on the 25th talking about the Expanse. And on that week, on the 25th, Leigh-A, we will be discussing chapters.
My computer is being so slow, it's not even pulling up anything.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
just
Pretty
I'm
sure
back a
it's
little
2
bit.
chapters, though.
No, actually, I think it's different.
Oh.
So we
Mel?
I
just-
haven't looked at the spreadsheet. I'm so
Mel,
sorry.
I have a question, Mel, that I think we should end on whilst Leigh-A is, let's vamp while Leigh-A is looking at chapters.
All right.
They promised us a POV that wasn't Miller and Holden in this book. Okay?
Yeah.
Leigh-A and Amis both agreed that there was a non-Miller or Holden POV
I can
in this book.
confirm.
All
there
right,
is.
we are getting pretty close to the end of this book.
Yeah.
All right,
There's a
Can I
monster
take
at
bets?
the end of this book. It's
And-
Placentamon.
and there is no change in POV currently. And as I'm holding here, chapter 39 is a Holden chapter, so that's even one less chapter there that is not going to be a different POV.
So I've
Whose
got it.
whose POV are we going to get? Whose POV, Mel, are we going to get?
Yeah.
And
So-
it's probably going to be like one chapter right at the fucking end or something.
Do
stupid like that.
tell.
If you have not read the iconic Sesame Street book, The Monster at the End of This Book,
Mhm.
you should read it. It's
You should.
fantastic. And so therefore the answer is Placentamon.
The answer is Placentamon.
We'll get a Placentamon POV.
I want it to be like a Naomi, an Amos, something like that. But you know what? I'm getting this really horrible gut feeling that there's going to be something really fucking chaotic and out of left center, and it's going to be like we're going to wrap up with like a Fred POV or something stupid like that. And I'm just going to be like, God damn it! Why do we not get
And
the thing
all
we
will
like?
be revealed.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would actually be really cool if it was like if it was actually a Fred.
You got
POV
into
and it was
Fred's
just,
head,
like,
and then you find out.
revealing all the secrets. Ooh. Oh, actually, I thought that was going to be really bad. Now that I was saying that, but
That'd be
actually,
good
that
for
would be
you.
really-
for
that
sure.
would be really good for me. Actually, maybe I want that now. So, anyway, that is what we need you to put in the comment section this week, people. You need to hit up the comment section.
Who's
You're not doing
POV?
it.
Who's POV?
Who's POV?
Don't cheat. Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Don't cheat and go look.
Well,
all right?
and there's been a comment that like the prologue was a non, so but
Yeah,
but you're
it was
correct.
really.
I
we
did.
promised after.
Amis
that,
and I
yes.
have said after. Yes.
Yes.
So
It's true.
So
we
put
have.
in the comment section whose POV we will get. You can put down a current character that's named that is still alive, although you could write Shed if you wish. Or you could, if you think it will be a character we have not met yet,
Captain Darren.
you could just write a new character.
Darren
Okay.
comes back.
Literally, the phrase "a new character's POV." Okay, because that way there's no risk of spoiling anything.
Yeah.
But yes, please go and hit the comment section with that. I think that'd be great. Now, Leigh-A, how many chapters are we reading
All right.
for the 25th?
so it is not 2. It is 3.
3.
Yeah, so we are doing a Holden cluster for June 25th.
That's a lot of Holden.
And I also
Love the way you whispered that.
and the following week will then Mel to alleviate you. It'll also be a 3, so it'll be a Miller Holden Miller for
Make it
the
better.
following.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's pronounced as mom.
Yeah.
So we got a Miller sandwich and then a Holden sandwich.
And
Yep.
All right,
Oh,
that
God.
that is your risk. So when we reconvene on June 25th, we will be reading chapters
June 25th.
39, 40, and 41 of The Leviathan Awakes.
Oh yes, it's so crazy. We're getting so close to the end, y'all.
Yeah, how many chapters is this? Like 51?
55 plus an epilogue.
55 plus. All right, so 56 in total, and we've done 38 of them. So
Yeah,
that means we
we
have
are
18 left.
We are this far through.
18 left, and we're doing two sets of 3.
Far through. This is way over halfway through.
Nice.
Do you guys remember when we only did one chapter a week for the first little bit and everybody was like,
Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
Can you imagine doing 1 chapter a week right now?
Yes.
Ugh.
You guys get mad at me when I'm like, it's just 2 chapters. And you're like, only 2 chapters.
4 was definitely a lot that week.
4 was a lot.
Anyway, yes. Okay.
But like, it was a lot, but also like
Not much.
appropriate.
Yeah.
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 I trust you, Leigh-A. I trust you.
Yeah. That's
Also,
also
it doesn't mean I'm not
Brother-
going to whine about it.
You
Brother
also got
Zach
mad at me
has a
about
good
the
question.
one. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
I
Brother
just saw
Zach
Zach's
has a good
question.
question.
Were
Were we having a calendar giveaway this time?
I
forgot
was
about
looking at
that.
the comments from last time. So I'm looking
Yeah.
at the comments from last time.
Good.
and
Thank you,
let's
Brother
see,
Zachariah, for keeping us honest.
Yes.
who
Keep us
put-
honest, please,
The
Polies.
Polies are the best.
Polies are the best.
Let's see. We had a vote for Placenta Mel, the architect of the sectarian space biomassacres. We had a vote for
What was our
Hopper.
question again? I can't remember.
Oh, who is on the snack calendar for 2027?
Oh, the snack calendar.
So
yes,
we
yes.
had a
I
vote for
totally
Hopper,
forgot to make
a vote for Iola. We had a vote for Natasha O'Keefe. We had Kira. We had Taylor again, Zuka Hoyle or Dana, Kira. So I don't think enough people have gone and actually, that's like 7 comments on there. Okay, people, there's not enough people.
You're such a
Right.
tease.
Right, and two of them are from Luz himself. Like, so there's only 6 people that have come.
So we should go
Right,
put more
so-
comments from last week's on there. Is that what you're saying?
You need to go put more comments on the episode from last week. Okay, from the 4th of June. If you're listening back or watching back at a later date. Okay, so you should go and pick on there. The question is, who will be the featured model for the 2027 snack calendar? Yes, I probably don't remember. That's a good comment, Skeeter. Here is a hint, because apparently it wasn't good enough last week. It is a woman. Okay,
We said that
it's not
last week.
Placentamon.
We said it last week.
Well, all
It's
right.
true.
All right, fine. Reminder: it's not.
I
it's
think
not-
people are
it's
just
not
being
Placentamon.
sassy. And
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
you're right.
fine. Yeah, so go comment in there, and then on the 25th we will draw out. I'll try and do reminders to go vote on there. I'll go put names on there. We'll draw out a name from all the people to pick the right person. We'll draw one of those out to win a free copy of the snack calendar.
so, yeah,
And-
who is the person who's going to be featured in the hint was it's a woman, and the first person you contacted was Kevin Angus.
Yes, because Kevin was the first person I thought of who would want to imitate this woman as a calendar model. So yes, so you can go in and vote, people. You'll only get one. So if you go in and be like, I think it's this person, and do like 4 comments of saying the same name each time, that will still only count as 1 entry. And if you go in and be like, well, I'm just going to name all the female characters at time, I might disqualify you. So play in that gray area, and I'll make a choice from there, everybody, because that's how we like to roll here. So right, I think that's it.
We're rolling.
Comment this week with
Yeah.
the POV that's remaining in the book that isn't Holden or Miller. So 2 videos to go and comment on, people. That's what you got to do. Help the algorithm. Go watch the Taylor interview if you haven't already, or listen to it. It's amazing. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell us how much we rock. Because we do. I won't see you next week, but these ladies will.
We will.
Ladies' night, baby.
Oh my gosh, it's a ladies' night!
It's a
I'm
ladies' night.
feeling right.
I mean,
Yes,
I'm not
it's
gonna
ladies'
lie.
night. Oh, what a night.
Rob, whenever you hang out with us, regardless, it's still ladies' night. So
It's true.
That's totally fine.
He's
I'm
very
okay with
good.
that.
He's very good with the ladies.
Thank you. I mean,
True.
men suck, so
I saw that picture from a couple weeks ago, the hangout. You and all the ladies. That was impressive.
the hangout.
The birthday party. It was
Oh,
like you
yes.
and like 12 women. I was
It
very
was Char-
impressed.
It was. We'll shout out to Charlie. It was Charlie's name day party.
Happy birthday,
and,
Charlie.
I think there was like out of a group of like 25, 30 people, I feel like I was one of like 6 guys there. So, you know, I was like, oh.
Sure.
And then, we played this whole trick with changing shirts on Charlie, which she didn't notice until Camille put on one of my shirts. So it was quite funny.
So
that's
funny.
amazing.
So entertaining. Anyway, that's it for this week.
Okay.
I hope you have enjoyed hanging out with us. And we will see you all, well, they will see you all next week, and I will see you in 2 weeks. But until then, may you always find love, water, and shade. Bye.
Bye.
May you always find love, water, and shade.